Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, beautiful people, beautiful world. Happy Monday. Man, I hope everyone enjoyed their weekend, enjoyed their family time with their loved ones. More importantly, time with themselves. I think that's one of the most important things that I'm learning in my journey is that the quality time I find spending with myself is becoming the most important time I actually have, because that's a connection with me and a connection that I have with God. So, man, do I have a topic for you? Yes. What I want to talk to you today is how I embraced my darkness. Man. Woo! Let me tell you, first and foremost, I never thought my darkness would end at one point. You know, when we're in our darkness, we get the feelings of, oh, y'all ever gonna get through it? Man, no one understands me. Isolation, a feeling of alone, a feeling of wanting to give up. I've felt every single one of those emotions and even more. Let me tell you, my darkness, even though I might say my darkness really started around 2014, that's the run of this past one. I've had period of darknesses throughout my life. And what I'm learning to understand is that my darkness is there because there's something for me to learn. My darkness is there is because I have not embraced everything fully, and I need to learn what I need to embrace. This last run, so 2000 is March, I know the day, March 2014 is when this next darkness, really heavy darkness period, really started. And that's when, full-fledged into the addiction, drugs and sex, and it spiraled out of control. I went from, I thought I was in a really good place. Me and my ex at that time, we were living in the neighborhood that I wanted, had a decent job. We were spending time with him, his mom, his family, and, spending lots of money. I thought that was happiness as well at the point. And what I'm learning is I wasn't even truly happy then. My darkness has taught me that I have to learn to understand who I am. So in order to get through my darkness, I had to learn the lessons. And that's what it's all been about. When I was in my darkness, let me tell you, I said that I was feeling alone. Man, I've had such amazing experiences when I reflect back on where I was in my darkness. This little story. Actually, it's one of the last period of time when I relapsed, and it caught me off guard, really off guard, because I don't go looking for it. It's like when it's thrown at me. And so a couple guys came back to wanted to kick it with me, and so as soon as we walked into my house, sat down, I did take a puff of the pipe, and put on my TV, YouTube, and said, "Oh, choose something to put on." Do you know what that person put on? Jesus is King, like Kanye was. And I looked at him. Why you put that on? Because I love that song. You know what I took from that? I wasn't alone in that moment in time. My darkness was showing me that God has been with me every step of the way. He knows I'm hurting. He knows the pain that I'm in. And He wasn't leaving me by my side. We continue to talk about love and about how much darkness there is in the world and how we need to let go of the pain in order for us to make it to the light. That's me in my darkness. It was so surreal because this is towards the end, but when I look back, I was having multiple experiences like that every time when I look back, I realize that I had a protection. I had God right there with me. So a lot of times we feel that we're actually all alone. But if we open our eyes and we see the messages, we're actually not alone. We're there with God. Whatever you want to believe in, we're there with our higher power, mine is God, to help me get through it. What else my darkness taught me was I don't give up. It takes me to a place where, I've wanted to commit suicide. I even tried back in 2008. And there's a reason why it wasn't successful. But after that one and only try, I never give up. There's something inside of me that's telling me, no, you're not giving up. You're going to beat this. You're going to fight this. My darkness has told me that I believe in love. My spirit the entire time has been telling me, this ain't you. It's not you, Ced. We want to get you to the best version. True story. Before I went to rehab the very first time that night, I had some guys over doing things I will not go into. And the next day before I'm leaving, I'm sitting there and stuff is going on in my head and I hear a boom. I'm like, what? Let me take this home. I'm telling you, I hear this. Yes. Cedric, we're trying to help you get to your best self. Previously, I thought I was going crazy. But I realized these are voices coming from the spirit world, from God trying to help me. So when I say how I embrace my darkness has been part of the most prolific part of my experience. It has taught me to love me, all of me, the dark and the light, and know that I am never alone. I always have Him with me, holding me, guiding me, letting me fall, but right there to make sure He can pick me right back up. So now, as I'm on the other side of my darkness, yes, do I still get thoughts? Yes, sir. But now I think. Now I try to make a conscious decision. Do I want to really open that door again? Do I really want to start to experience those moments that I know don't serve me anything? And I make a choice of saying, no, I don't. So I'm learning to embrace my soul, my spirit. I know that God is with me, guiding me, and I just need to follow. I said I was living in a nice house, and I thought I was living in a neighborhood I wanted to. Those things didn't make me happy, and guess what? I don't have none of that. I don't have my corporate job anymore. Drive for Lyft. I don't have much money in the bank, but guess what? I'm the happiest I've been inside ever. And for me, that's showing me that I'm on the other side of my darkness. Because now, it's not about those material things. It's not about a neighborhood. It's not about a body. But it's about what's in here. And I love what's in here. Because I know He loves what's in here. So any of you that are still struggling or in your darkness, in the valley, as some of us actually call it, don't give up. And know that you're not alone. There is someone with you. Even though you can't see it, there is someone with you. And there are many of us that understand what you're going through, so you're not alone. Sometimes all we need to do is to reach out, and someone will come calling. Someone will come answering. So, anyway, I hope that helped. As we go forward today, let us continue to embrace our darkness. Know that it doesn't need to define us, but we can learn those messages. And let's just head towards that light. Because I know walking towards the light is helping me go directly to my glad life. So thank you guys for watching. And I just really want to say I appreciate the love and the support that I have. And knowing that I am touching people and helping people, it touches me right here. So I appreciate the comments, and if there's anything you ever want me to talk about, how I actually overcome, just put it in the comments below. I appreciate it. All right, peace and love, everyone.